guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna do something that I pretty much kind of wanted to do for a while now. I just want to tell my story, and what better way to tell my story than to have a mukbang with it. And I got me some cookout. I got the spicy crispy chicken sandwich combo tray with both of my sides being fries, because I am a big potato lover. That's just me. That's just me. And if you're wondering where is my shirt from, it's from Target. I feel like we've established this. This is from Target. So before we get into this, I just want to say that this story will be emotional for me in general, because there's no words to explain it other than that it tells the sadness, the abuse I went through, the confusion, what it's like having two moms, and then one of them putting you up against the other, and then a drug addict father being in and out of your life. So I just wanna, like, if like, just discretion, like, I'm just trying to, like, do discretion. Like, if this will be, like, really hard for you to watch, please don't watch this. I just want to share my story, because I'm pretty sure there are other people that are going through what I went through when I was little, and just conflict with families, and how they just make you feel guilty, and then you have to decide what people you choose to be in your life and which ones you just have to leave behind you. But let's get right into it. Let's go. Let's do it. I need to really just say let's go. That's it. Alright, but okay. So Cookout ripped me off. Cookout, what is this? This a little bit fries. I asked for 2 sides of fries. You usually get more than this. Lord. Can't live with them, can't live without them. Alright, so my story begins when I was around 2 years old. 1 to 2 years old. I'm just gonna be blunt with you. My dad abused both of my moms, and it got to a point where when I was a baby, someone had called Child Protective Services and said we were being abused, we were being neglected, and turns out the rumors were true. My mom, my real mom, lost all of her children. She didn't have any custody of us. It was really hard considering the circumstances. Like, I didn't know what was going on when I was a baby. To be honest, I don't even remember those years. The only one that could possibly tell me what went on was my older brother. And when Child Protective Services took us away, he was 5 years old, so he remembers pretty much what happened. And he said that he went through a lot when he was little, and I could see that because while we were growing up, he was really aggressive, he was really mean, and he didn't really like being with others. Like, he didn't do well with others. Like, I remember him just losing it sometimes. Like, he had really bad anger management issues. I mean, now he's a 26-year-old man, and he knows how to handle his anger very well. He knows that the past is the past and it's the future, and he's living it. And he's married now, and I have a great sister-in-law. But story, my dad abused my mom. She lost custody. There was rumors going around saying that, I don't even know if they are true. Sometimes I believe them, sometimes I don't. The rumors were that my mom didn't even care that we were taken, that day that she got called on for child protection, she left us alone with a 12-year-old girl, which is my sister, who I don't even know. I don't even know her. She was taken away too. I don't even know who she is. I've tried to connect with her, but over the years, her hatred towards my real mom got to a point where she doesn't like me and she doesn't like my mom. And with that saying, she basically doesn't want anything to do with me or my other siblings. And I think the rumors are true. My mom, my real mom, not stepmom, my real mom, she didn't care. I mean, people were saying she was going out clubbing once she lost custody. She was drinking, she was partying, she was dating multiple men. I don't know if it was stages of guilt she was going through, but last time I checked, you lose custody of your kids, you don't go out clubbing, you don't go drinking, you don't go partying, you don't go straight out wild, if you get what I'm saying. You don't go straight out wild and act like the things you do don't have consequences, because in the end, me and my siblings, we love her, but we don't respect my mom. Not that I'm saying we've ever disrespected her, but we don't respect our mom, because in the end, she didn't fight for us, and she didn't take care of us. Once she lost custody, it was basically, she was a free woman. She was a new woman at that, and at that point, it just made us feel like crap, like we didn't mean anything to her, what was even the point, But let me get right into this food. And yes, this is a thing, sriracha packet from Wendy's. I like saving them, the ones I don't eat, and the creamy sriracha is bomb. If you haven't tried it, it is bomb. Let me see. Never tried Cookouts fries with this sauce, but let's see. It's okay. I love this sauce because it always has a kick to it. So, yeah, this is life right here. But no. While she was out there partying and doing whatever she wanted to do, us kids were in Child Protective Services. We were in foster homes for about a year. My dad fought hard. He had to get anger management. He had to take anger management classes because he did have, like I said, he abused both my moms. He had to get that under control. He paid around $10,000 in lawyer fees, and he got me, my sister, and my older brother into his custody. My mom's other children, which was my older sister and my older brother, where she gave custody up to them, and my oldest sister was given custody to her real father, and my older brother, she gave him up for adoption. And there was another older sister that she gave up for adoption as well. So you get where I'm saying. This is like getting really complicated. She basically gave up all her kids, and now the three of them, the three oldest, want nothing to do with her. My youngest sister, she'll talk to her, she'll be civilized with her, but ever have a real connection with her, that's a big no. That's off the table. My oldest brother, he did live with her and me for a while, but then things just got frustrated. He met his girlfriend, and she was a wonderful person. He moved out, he became a better person, and he doesn't really speak to my mom. And I completely understand why. Because she used him, she manipulated him, she always made him feel guilty about not doing this and that for her. And that wasn't okay. It wasn't okay. Because she didn't even treat him like a son. She treated him like he was a roommate living here, and that he needed to pay this or that. But thing is, my mom lives under disability and everything, and she was charging her child to stay with her. Like, what? How do you charge your child to live with you? Okay, but let's not get off topic. Let's still go back to the past. When she lost custody, she still had visitation rights, so she would still come visit us and everything, and she would take me, my little sister, and my older brother for Christmas, Easter. She would even bring things on Valentine's Day. Thanksgiving, we would have our Thanksgiving break with her. It was fun because she finally had gotten her life together. She finally found a man that was stable, and he was the man of the house. And at the time, I didn't notice anything, like, not anything wrong with him, because he was like the sweetest, most awesomest like person I've ever met. But he was a very, very young guy for my mom, because my mom was in her 40s and he was in his 20s. And then now that I'm older, now that I'm 22, I find out that her boyfriend from there, he was like 18 when she was dating him in her 30s. And I was like, excuse you? He was what? I'm sorry, but I can't do that. I'm not about to be a no cougar out here. I mean, he supported her in everything. She never had to pay for anything. She never had a want for anything. He took care of her and everything, but he was a good guy. That's all I gotta say. He was a good guy until he got deported when I was around 11. He got deported. They caught him drunk driving, and then he had illegal narcotics in the car, and that's where everything went left, because she became a different person after he got deported. To this day, she still wishes he was still here. Like, she's still a single woman, and she still believes that one day he'll come back to America and they'll be together again. But honey, I'm pretty sure that's not gonna happen. You need to let things go. But when we were little kids, she would take us to her house, and it was always awesome. The Christmases were always awesome. And it was always awesome. Like, oh my gosh, I had like the best Christmases when it was just me, my brother, and my little sister. And it was just the best fun time at her place, because once my dad got custody, he decides, well, since I'm not gonna be no longer with your real mom, I'm gonna be with your stepmom. And at a young age, you're like I don't know how I was. I remember my stepmom telling me that I was a crybaby. I was spoiled. I didn't listen to her. But then again, honey, you're not my mom. And I'm like, as a little girl, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna throw tantrums because I don't know who you are. But she's like, she did meet me when I was little. I was like, huh? Because she did come to America when I was about a couple months old, like probably 9 months, because here's the story. My dad, he got married in Mexico, and he's married to my stepmom in Mexico, and that was his first wife. And my dad is married, he was married. He was married to my real mom here in America, so he could have gotten papers. So he cheated on my stepmom with my real mom, and I became his first child with my real mom. He adopted my older brother, but that still I haven't caught up with that story yet. So in order to gain custody of my oldest brother, he had to change my brother's last name to Espitia, which is my dad's last name. My oldest brother, he is not the blood of my father. And she keeps telling me to this day, my grandma keeps telling me that my oldest brother and me have the same dad, but he looks nothing like my dad at all. And my dad has even told me the truth that my oldest brother's not his. But I guess my mom's just going to take it to her grave, I guess. Maybe she's just mad at the man who left her and abandoned her with a little boy. But now that we're caught up on that, so when my dad got custody, we moved in with my stepmom and everything. Fast forward, I don't remember when I was 1, 2, 3. I'm pretty sure most people don't. All I can remember is that when I was 5, I lived in this house with my stepmom and my dad, and to be honest, childhood wasn't fun. Me, my little sister, and my oldest brother from my real mom, we were abused constantly. We weren't abused in front of my father, because he never put his hands on us, ever. But my stepmom, each time she got angry or anything, she would hit us with whatever she could. Mostly it was her hand, but if she got real angry, she would use objects to beat us with. And I can tell that this video is gonna be long. I'm probably gonna make this like a part. I'm gonna make a part 2 to this because it's getting super long. So fast forward a couple years. I'm 7-year-old. My sister's 6. My brother, I think, is 10. 10 or 9. I remember, quite frankly, it was like a Christmas where she didn't want us to go. She was like, no, you shouldn't go. She would remind us, like, my stepmom's not a bad person, or at least maybe she made me feel like she wasn't a bad person, because no matter what, she kind of manipulated me, my little sister, my oldest brother, into thinking, well, I took care of y'all, I clothed y'all, I did everything that your real mom didn't do. Why? Because she abandoned you. She put that in her hand. She abandoned you, so she's a bad person. She's not a good mom. What kind of mom abandons all of her children, gives them up? And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, this is making sense. Who abandons their kids? And I can already tell, I'm not about to finish this food. I want to tell this story. I was like, in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's right. She abandoned us. I'm like, what am I doing? I remember, like, we can't go celebrate any holidays with her. She's the reason why we're even with our stepmom. I was like, and we were getting beaten on, we were getting mistreated, and I was like, I was like, she's right. Because of my real mom, we were taken and she let us get taken and she didn't do anything about it. And my stepmom would just manipulate. Y'all shouldn't go spend, she doesn't love y'all. Because if she loved y'all, she wouldn't abandon y'all. Like, it would be constantly those words, like, played in my head. She didn't love y'all. She abandoned y'all. And I remember, like, all the times that I would cry, I would have been like, I just wish she hadn't abandoned me. Like, that she didn't abandon any of my siblings. Like, because who would abandon their children? Like, and just move on with their lives, partying and all that, drinking. At one point, I heard she was doing drugs and stuff, and I'm like, I know there are other people that feel the way I did, like their parents did them wrong. And my stepmom just made me always feel terrible about me wanting to spend time with my real mom, because in reality, my real mom, she didn't hit me. She never once put her hands on me or anything. And on top of that, like, with my real mom, she spoiled us because we would have these toys and everything. And my stepmom, she never bought us any toys for Christmas or for any holiday. It would either be clothes or shoes, and as little kids, we don't want that. We want candy, we want toys, we want masses of toys. And I remember we'd get like a shit ton of toys, and it was amazing. I remember we would come home from our holiday breaks with our real mom, and she'd just make us feel guilty. I remember one time my stepmom, like, she just gave us the stank face when we got in the house, like we did wrong, like we did her wrong, like we betrayed her. I was like, I didn't betray you. I just want to be a kid. You're not letting me be a kid. Like, I want to play with toys, and we didn't have a lot of toys, and I didn't understand why we didn't have a lot of toys. I didn't understand, like, why she didn't get us any toys. Sometimes I felt like she didn't get us any toys because she didn't like me, or that, because, like, and to be honest, like, I don't know if anyone else is going through this, but, like, if your parents have ever cheated on you and, like, they ended up with someone else's child, like, they ended up with a child that showed the infidelity. Like, I am a child that showed my father's infidelity towards my stepmom, who is his first wife. And I felt like she beat on me because every time she had to look at me, she had to find out my dad cheated on her. And I don't like thinking about that, because I mean, I was just a fucking kid. I mean, I didn't ask for him to like cheat on her. Like, I was just a fucking kid. Like, I was just born. I was like, not even my real mom knew that he had a wife in Mexico. I mean, he had lied. He said all he had was family up there, and he even told my real mom that that was his sister that would be calling, but it was actually his wife in Mexico that would be calling him about her needing money for the kids and everything that he had in Mexico. But I really do believe the only reason why she abused me, my little sister, and my older brother was because every time she had to look at us, she saw him cheating on her. And I just wish that, you know, that like, people would just understand, like, it's not the fucking kid's fault. Like, they were born. Like, no kid was ever asked to be born in, like, that kind of lifestyle or that kind of life either. Because I remember my little sister telling me that one time she witnessed my dad beat on my stepmom, and I was like, you do? She's like, yeah, and he beat her really badly to where she needed to go to the hospital. And I was like, I was like, I don't remember any of it. Like, all the bad memories, I don't remember any of them because they would tell me that I was there. Like, how do I not remember? I don't remember. I don't ever remember him. I don't ever remember him beating on my mom's, either one of them. I never, no. I don't remember any of it. And I just wish that people who have cheated, I just wish that, you know, if they're still with the person that cheated on them, like, please don't blame the kids that were created from the cheating. Like, they had nothing to do with it. All of a sudden, that woman just got pregnant and things happened. And that, you know, with us as kids, we shouldn't be to blamed. And like, I just wish I could go back in time and tell my little self that that's so gross. I just wish I could just tell my little self, like, I wish I could go back in time and tell her, like, none of this is your fault. Like, you feeling a type of way, it's not you, it was them, it was their faults. Like, they all had a key role. And on top of that, the people that you trusted to protect you, to love you, they weren't there for you. And I'm older now, and I understand that people do the most dumbest things when they've been wronged or hurt. But thing is, don't take your anger out on a child. Especially especially if it's not even your hand. Like, a shoe, when you're getting beat on with a shoe, it hurts way more than what it looks like. Or getting hit with a wooden spoon, or a bell, or a hanger. Like, it's multiple things that we got beat on with. But it was always, we got beat at least like 3 times out of a week. And I was like, and she'd always tell us, it's because you did wrong. But sometimes I would find the situation where we got whooped to be like, why did you even whoop me? I didn't even do anything wrong. And I remember that, like, she wouldn't even hit her kids the way she'd hit us. And I was like, she's hitting us because, you know, we're not her kids. And she's not going to hit her kids the way she hits us. Because in the end, we're just the kids of my father's cheating scandal. And I just wish, like, I wish she just never put her hands on us. Because even though she raised me, she clothed me, that doesn't give you the right to put your hands on me. Like, I get it if sometimes if I made a mistake or anything, but I'm talking about, like, if I didn't really do anything wrong, that doesn't give you the right to hit me. Because she always would tell me I did this and this and this and that wrong. Like, what did I do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. Like, no. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm still a good person. I'm only a kid and you're beating me. It's just... You guys, this video is getting too long. It's about to be 30 minutes, like 29 seconds at 29 minutes and something seconds. See, I'm so livid. I don't really like remembering any of the, like, I remember, like, remembering all these bad memories because my childhood really sucked for me. But you guys, you let me know if you've gone through this, because I went through it. I went through abuse. I went through my dad's infidelity, cheating on my stepmom with my real mom. How he just cheated on her for a green card. Like, are you kidding me? And how he became a drug addict father. He was in and out of my life. There will be a second part to this. I'm sorry, this wasn't really a mukbang mukbang. I mean, I did kind of eat it. I kind of lost my appetite. Not really. I might be stress eating after this. These are some really good fries though. I should at least like show you what my sandwich looks like though. I got the spicy crispy chicken sandwich. Oh, they put, no. Yes, I don't like tomato. I think it's like the grossest thing ever. And yes, I did just put my creamy sriracha on it. Let me just take a bite to show y'all what I'm working with. You guys, I'm sad, and I'm even sadder now. Look what freaking look what they did. Cookout, what is this? Why is there a chicken tender? Why is there 2 chicken tenders on my sandwich? Y'all, I don't know, is today an off day for y'all? That like, oh, let's just give her a tender sandwich. She won't know the difference. And now I'm just over here like, bro. Sadness mixed with more sadness. I got a tender sandwich, than a spicy chicken sandwich. Might as well just, I don't know how to bite into it. It's kind of like falling to the side. Alright, you guys, but this is part 1 to this mukbang. There will be a part 2. So don't worry. There will be a part 2. It's just going downhill. This story is going to get even worse the more I tell you about it. But I love you guys. And just be strong with me. Stay positive. This is just a sad story that I just had to go through during my 22 years of life, and that I'm still going through. I'm not being abused, but I'm still letting myself get manipulated by my family members. I will not put out names because they don't even know I have this channel at that, and I kind of don't really want them to find out until never. I don't want them to find out about my channel unless they ask about it. But this video, I don't even want them to watch it, because knowing them, they would have their opinion. They'd be like, you're telling lies, especially my stepmom's real children. They would have their opinion about like, you're lying, she didn't abuse you. I'm like, I know what I went through, and I know what my brother and my little sister went through. Like, we've all were abused, so you can't tell all 3 of us were just some big fat liars. But you guys, anyways, this has been a very, very long video. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I hope this story just lets you know that you're not alone. A lot of people go through this abusive, manipulative family situations, and I can't wait to tell you the rest. Until next time, you guys. Bye.